Jack London, The Little Lady of the Big House, Part 67. He came to lunch with an urgency for which his keen appetite could not entirely account, and he knew definite disappointment when his hostess did not appear. A white knight, Dick Forrest surmised for his guest's benefit, and went into details additional to Bert's of her constitutional inaptitude for normal sleep. Do you know, we were married years before I ever saw her sleep. I knew she did sleep, but I never saw her. I've seen her go 3 days and nights without closing an eye, and keep sweet and cheerful all the time. And when she did sleep, it was out of exhaustion. That was when all away went ashore in the Carolines, and the whole population worked to get us off. It was not the danger, for there wasn't any. It was the noise. Also, it was the excitement. She was too busy living, and when it was almost all over, I actually saw her asleep for the first time in my life. A new guest had arrived that morning, Donald Ware, whom Graham met at lunch. He seemed well acquainted with all, as if he had visited much in the big house, and Graham gathered that despite his years he was a violinist of note on the Pacific coast. He has convinced a grand passion for Paula, Ernestine told Graham as they passed out from the dining room. Graham raised his eyebrows. Oh, but she does not mind, Ernestine laughed. Every man that comes alone does the same thing. She's used to it. She has just a charming way of disregarding all their symptoms and enjoys them and gets the best out of them in consequence. It's a lot of fun to dig. You'll be doing the same before you're here a week. If you don't, well, I'll be surprised mightily. And if you don't, most likely you'll hurt Dick's feelings. He's come to expect it as a matter of course, and when a fond, proud husband gets a habit like that, it must hurt terribly to see his wife not appreciate it. Oh, well, if I'm expected to, I suppose I must, Graham sighed. But just the same, I hate to do whatever everybody does just because everybody does it. But if it's the custom, well, it's the custom, that's all. But it's mighty hard on one with so many other nice girls around. There was a quizzical light in his long grey eyes that affected Ernestine so profoundly that she gazed into his eyes all alone, became conscious of what she was doing, dropped her own eyes away, and flushed. Little Leo, the boy poet you remember last night, she rattled on in a patent attempt to escape from her confusion. He's madly in love with Paula, too. I've heard Aaron Hancock chaffing him about some sonnet cycle, and it is not difficult to guess the inspiration. And Terence, the Irishman, you know, he's madly in love with her. They can't help it, you see, and can you blame them? She surely deserves it all, Graham murmured, although vaguely hurt in that the adult-pated, alphabet-obsessed Epicurean anarchist of an Irishman who gloried in being a loafer and pensioner should even mightily be in love with the little lady. She is most deserving of all men's admiration, he continued smoothly. From the little I've seen of her, she's quite remarkable in and most charming. She is my half sister, Ernestine watch theft. Although you would not dream a drop of the same blood ran in our veins. She is so different. She different from all the distance from any girl I ever knew. Though she isn't exactly a girl. She is 38, you know. Pussy, pussy, Graham whispered. The pretty young blonde looked at him in surprise and bewilderment, taken aback by the apparent irrelevance of his interruption.